My name is Kevin Fernandez and welcome to my channel, Gamers Genie. Today we're going to do an unboxing on the game Root, the Underworld Expansion. This is the latest game for the Root series from Leader Games. It looks very interesting. Clearly we can see from the cover there are 2 new factions coming into the game, so it can make it a little more interesting, and it can play now to 6 players and is for ages 10 and up, and it is 60 to 90 minutes relatively around that time. But enough about the details. Let's crack this nut open and see what's inside. Okay, so we have our game box right here. It's got pretty much the same fonts on the cover as the other Root expansions. We have 2 new factions going on. We're going to learn their official names. We got moles and we got crows, but we're going to learn their official names once we open up this box. I still love the artwork of Root. It looks very unique as opposed to a lot of other board games, in my opinion. We're going to flip it on its back side right here, and we got the Underground Duchy and the Corvid Conspiracy. It's really hard to read upside down. And there's a new board and everything, so we're going to just take our X-Acto knife. We're going to cut down along here. We're going to cut down along here. We're going to flip this back up on its top side. Put that down. And we're going to open it up now. Ooh, everything comes in nice little boxes. So I'm not going to try to disturb. I'm going to try not to rip these boxes and ruin them. So we're going to start with this first big box, because everything. These are called resin clearing markers according to this board. And we're gonna, oh, it's got like nice little plastic on it and everything. Nice little plastic on it and everything, keeping everything nice. So we have our, there's one with a mouse. And they snap right back in. So even when it's open, you can't dump it out, which is really cool. These are all like, there's the fox, the mouse, and the rabbits. These are resin clearing markers. And we're just gonna put those back. I like how everything is labeled right now, so it really makes it very easier to describing what these are. I clearly don't know what the resin clearing markers are for, but so this, we'll look at this later. It looks like it's going to be cards. So this is the Vagabond pack, and these are all the different vagabonds that you can use in the game. So you don't have to just use a raccoon, and I'll take these out and show them to you so that way you can get a better look at them. If I can get them out. There we go. Okay. Whew. Okay, so we have the Adventurer, the Ronin, and we have the Harrier. And they all have their little tiles. I'll punch them out right now. The boot, the hammer, the gold. And each one starts with different stuff. Now you play this with the your starter set. These are just new factions and a new map to add that in there. We got our new little vagabonds. This one looks like it's the Harrier. This one is the Adventurer. Then we have the Ronin, looks like this one's the Ronin. And then you have a couple others as well. We got a possum, badger, and these are for the other, I believe these are for the other vagabonds that are in your core set, because he's not just a raccoon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these cards and I'm going to put these, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to take the cards, I'm going to take the pieces, I'm going to see if I can fit this all in one case like a crazy person. Okay, yeah, there we go. We're going to put that back in its little case because this will help us keep the game nice and organized and neat. I'm going to fold that over. Let's see. Ah, and there we go. We have our Vagabond pack. And so now we're going to check out the Exiles and Partisans deck. Oh, this one has a little tab that we can peel away, hopefully. Sometimes these get stuck within the wrappings, and so you have to kind of there we go. Okay, so now I'll just take that off, and we've got some new bird cards, and if you remember the rules, birds are wild cards. These are all just really good artwork. This is just getting me more and more excited to trying this game out. Tunnel, that's a new one. That's a new one right there. Well, like, not swap meet. There's a lot of new stuff to add. It looks like there's a lot of new stuff. What's this one? League of Adventurous Mice. This mouse right here looks like he shouldn't be leading anything. He looks like he should be condemned to a mental institution. His eyes are like going two different directions. Kind of funny. Yep, ambush. There's that ambush card. And now here's some of these are like this ambush card. Some of these are some you guys might recognize if you own Root, like these ambush cards. And some of these are fairly new. I'm not going to go through each and every single one of the cards because we'll be here all day. And this is just an unboxing to show you guys what is in this. And as you can clearly see, there are new backs. We have the two new factions. We have the Lizards and we have the Beavers from the Riverfolk expansion, which I do not have, but as soon as I get that, I will do an unboxing video for that too. I put that on order, and that should be arriving soon, hopefully. Then we got our rules to learn how to play. I like how it's like a nice little rule book. It's not too big and everything. It's not too big and bulky. And it tells you about the new factions. And we have the Law of Root. Always refer to this if you're stuck on like anything big, any big rules or anything like that. And now we get to look at the board. Now, this is always my biggest issue with Root, but maybe they fixed it. It's a big board, so I can't show the entirety of it, so I'll try to widen the shot as wide as I can go, but it's a big board, and it's a lot like the old one. So this is the underground half, I believe, and there's new paths. There's like a little river, underground river. It looks like this looks more destitute, like there's little forts and camps and everything. It looks like they've been in the middle of a war for a while. And here's the top half. This is the upper ground area. This looks a lot more nicer. There's a lake instead of a river. We have several different houses. Got some docks, and you can tell there's the little R marks where the vagabonds' items go. So we're just going to fold that back up. We're going to pull out our tokens, and I'm just going to punch out everything. I have no clue what these are for, but I should keep them just in case. Should never throw away anything. And of course, these up here, these are our tokens. It looks like these look very different from the tokens with like the core set. So there's a barrel, you know, there's like a little castle. So I'm very interested in what these mean and what are they for. You know, it's going to be very interesting. Ooh, purple, my favorite color. Yay, I know who I'm playing as from here on out. And these say extra plot tokens. So there are new tokens called plot tokens. And I'm very interested to find out what those mean and everything. This is a brand new game. It just was released to the public via Kickstarter. Well, I believe this is for the Kickstarter people. I don't quite know if this is out for sale yet. If you guys know if this is out for sale right now or not, please let me know in the comments below. That would be very, very helpful. So I'm going to just punch out all these tokens. And the burrow. And no, this is not the downtrodden house that the Weasleys live in. It looks like the base of operations for the duchy, I would assume, because they're moles. Okay, and we're going to move that off screen, and we got all of our little tokens and everything. Nice quality game pieces. So next, I need to get my character boards out. And there's the rest. So we got our conspiracy group, the Corvid Conspiracy, and the Underground Duchy. And each board is unique in root. So each board is very unique, and each faction, it has its own unique, because this is an asymmetrical game. So if you're not a big fan of asymmetrical games, this game is not for you. But if you are, I definitely recommend checking these games out. And yes, they are purple. I am ridiculously happy about the purple figures. Not many games have purple figures, so whenever there's a game with a purple figure, it's always a pleasure for me. And, you know, the root figures, they're very basic, but I think I like the simplicity of it. We don't need big plastic crazy figurines. And it looks like there's like little bags and everything that I can put everything away in. So I'll try to figure out how to put all this stuff away. It's going to be very interesting. And these are the Duchy. I think they look pretty cool. They're tan. Not what I was expecting. I thought well, I guess they wouldn't be orange because the Marquise de Cats, I believe, are orange. So tan seems to be the more logical thing. I think they were like gray in a picture on Board Game Geek before, but I think they settled on tan. And they, no complaints. It looks good. Next, we got little crown tokens. These little crown tokens, I have no clue what they're for. Can't wait to find out what they're for, but they're all like little gold crown tokens. So I'm just going to move that to the side. And after that, we got new dice. They gave us new dice. These are for battling. You just roll them, and the attacker gets the highest number, the defender gets the lowest. I don't know if that has changed. I will let you guys know I'll probably play this with my dad, and we'll probably figure this out as we go along. Okay, and there's two new. This one looks like a raft, and this one almost looks like ladders. It looks like actually the tower in Mordor. It's a good thing the board game community is not big on memes. Otherwise, there'd be a big meme about that. It's also a good thing that this channel is not that famous. Okay, so now we're going to move on. These are... So it looks like the Duchy are going to work very similar to oh my gosh, the Eerie, where the Eries have like different levels that you can use and go through. This is the overview cards for each faction. I'm gonna take that, put that right here. I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna try to pack this up as neatly as I can. I might have to get some extra bags, so I'm going to just right now focus on tokens and putting these tokens away. I'll put the little crown tokens in there as well. Let's see if the burrow can fit in there. Oh, it can. It can, ladies and gentlemen, it can. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna put those down there. And we're gonna put the dice right there. I'm gonna take my duchy. A lot of pieces will get shifted around. I'm gonna probably put these in little sandwich bags and stuff. And then put the board, the Law of Root, learning how to play. Oh, and we're going to put the character boards in there as well. I forgot about those. Law of Root, learning how to play, and we're going to put that there, and I believe that goes there. Okay, gonna move all of our garbage. All right, and that is the underground expansion of Root. Well, there you go, the Underworld expansion of Root. This looks very interesting. It is, once again, it is 6 players because you play this with your 4-player core set of Root. So I don't know if it's a standalone. It might be, but I would have to check. I mean, you can play with 2 players, so yeah, I guess you could play this by itself. I'll have to check about that. I'll let you know. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy this channel, please, well, if you also enjoyed it, please share the video. If you enjoyed this channel, click on that subscribe button. We're hoping to get to 300 subscribers very, very soon. We are very close to our goal. And we hope that you will help us reach that goal of 300 subscribers this year. If you are really a big fan of this channel, please consider becoming a Patreon supporter. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. I know I normally say, who would you like to host the How to Play video on this? But we already have a How to Play video on the core set of Root, and I will not be focusing on any of the expansions at all. I will leave a link to the How to Play video of the core set, however, in the description below as well. I do recommend you check that out. We hope to see you in our next unboxing video, but until then, thanks for the views.